Welcome to Golden Heart Pirates at the Lounge at the End of the Universe. I am your Captain Waffle and host of this show. Welcome to the stage our friend Trav Esty, the creator of these wonderful pieces of art around us. Trav, how are you doing today?
I'm well, and you, friend?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Life's been pretty grand. This is the first episode of our show, so I'm glad to have you here on the stage. Tell me a little bit about the art you brought today.
First, I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much for having me. And yeah, these are a couple pieces I just recently had expanded by Evermore Prints, LLC, downtown Boise.
All right. Wonderful printing company. They've done some fantastic work, for sure.
They slay it.
Now, I know about a year ago you went through and created like 80 different paintings all in the span of a year. That is an arduous amount of work. What brought you to that conclusion? Why did you want to do so?
Well, I was a finished carpenter until about March, and then the company I was working for ended up going through a hardship, so I got laid off. And instead of going back to a job, which I did really enjoy, I enjoy finished carpentry, I enjoy construction. It didn't seem necessarily like something I really wanted to do. At that exact moment, just so luckily I had inspiration to start painting. So I started one, and it was a bee, and it got amazing response.
Yeah, I've seen this bee, and we'll have a picture of it here a link to the picture of it down here in as well, so y'all will be able to see it. But tell me a little bit more about Aphrodite here. What inspired you for this piece?
It was something I've never done. So I've done a couple people's faces. I did a Bill Murray. I started a Woody Harrelson. Never finished it yet. Did a couple others. I did a Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. Patrick Stewart, if you guys don't know. And it was neat. I really enjoyed it, but I was also working on my Egyptian series at the time. And I really liked how some of them were turning out with a more sacred geometry, geometric aspect, and the black background. All my backgrounds previous to these were, just white with some sacred geometry. And for me, the just subtle change of going a black background with white accents,
it really makes it pop.
Popped out. But actually, there's an artist, there's a song specifically by this artist, and it just randomly comes up on my Spotify, so it's not on the tip of my tongue right now.
Gotcha.
But their album work actually had an image of Aphrodite, sort of in a similar aspect, but she had some green smoke coming off her. Sweet piece of artwork.
Sounds lovely.
So I wanted to take my hand and try my own version, honestly.
It's honestly amazing. It turned out absolutely phenomenally. I, too, wrote a story about Aphrodite here a little while ago. It's called The Heart of Aphrodite. I'll also have a link down to our Golden Heart Pirate Shop and a page where you can read that story yourself. I think it turned out lovely, but that's up to the reader really what your opinion is.
It's pretty good. I read it before our little meeting here, and it's pretty good. I like it.
Sweet. Oh, thanks for the compliment. You're warm in my heart. You're warm in my heart. My Golden Heart Pirate. Golden Pirate Heart? Yeah, Golden Pirate Heart.
Wonderful.
So as far as the rest of these, I know you've done a lot in sacred geometry, and I've seen some of the other works that you've done other than this one, and I am a huge fan. I really love the way that you bring the shapes and the geometry together along with the abstract galaxy behind them. Truly a really creative work. Why did you want to go for sacred geometry? What really brought you to it?
I've never done it before.
I mean, necessity is the mother of invention, so wherever you draw your inspiration from. And that's kind of a beautiful thing. If you haven't done something before, why not try it?
Exactly.
Why not send it out? Why not build something for yourself? Why not make something creative?
Exactly.
Make something beautiful. But speaking of beauty in the world, what inspires you as an artist? What makes you want to create these things?
I want to do something that is different. And I know there's tons of artists, and everyone has a hobby. I wanted to attempt to make my hobby a professional career, something that I could support myself on, and also just bring some joy if I'm able to others, is really it. I mean, going back a little bit to doing something a little different, we've all done the 9 to 5. We've all done it. I mean, I just wasn't at a satisfied point in my life at that point. So I took a chance. Like I was saying with that bee that I did, it got some pretty good feedback.
Some
So
pretty good feedback.
bee back. Oh gosh, I love it. So I actually then, when I was living out in Oregon in the RV with my ex, posted a couple pieces that I did then, since I didn't really share them all too much, and those got great feedback. So from that moment on, I focused on insects.
Mm-hmm.
And then a company reached out to me, Ecstatic Ocean Initiative, with Natasha Wanderley and her partner. They reached out to me for some merchandise. So I did a few sea animals, and their objective is fantastic. They focus on upcycling plastics found in less than privileged villages around the world. They take plastics from the oceans, and what they do is they compress it into these building block tile things, and they use it for insulation around
Right.
these villages.
That's amazing.
It's
That is
awesome.
ecological and very resourceful to be able to do so.
It's awesome. I love it. It's perfect. I mean, it'll help keep our oceans clean. I mean, it'll help us from preventing burning through like more and more resources than we really need to.
Right.
I mean, we're not necessarily doing things the most efficient way. Yes, it works, but it could there
mean,
could be changes.
It's all steps in the right direction, really, one step at a time towards saving the world, making it a better place.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's truly beautiful. It's wonderful to be able to do. But having been reached out by a company like that, by such creative entities, to be able to help change the world in your own part with the work that you did, how did that make you feel?
Really good.
Yeah?
Really, really good. Yeah. Tears to my eyes, in fact. I thought it felt like I was actually a part of something that I actually believe in and care for, rather than just working for someone for their benefit. You know, it was super rewarding. Super rewarding.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. It is always better, like always amazing to be able to take part in something that's bigger than yourself. And it's such a rare opportunity that it happens for some and more often for others, but really the best thing you could possibly do is be the change you wish to see in the world. If you wish to create something, if you wish to put it out there, you can take your art and you can put it for a positive cause. You can help change the world. You can make small steps in the right direction. One step at a time. That's how you make the path forward.
That really is how you do it. So yeah, it was the first time any sort of company or any kind of entity reached out to me in that kind of aspect. Now, yes, she is my friend, but it was such a huge milestone. It gave me that extra little bit of confidence I need. Is like, I can do this.
Right.
I can do this as a career. I just have to keep my nose to the grind. Unfortunately, that kind of fell off in 2020.
A lot of things fell off in 2020, but
Right,
hey, you know
yeah.
what? Here we are. We're here now, so
We're still here.
taking
Yeah.
steps forward in the right direction.
Yeah, you know, I had a little low, not necessarily a low point or anything, but I mean, it was weird climate
Yeah.
throughout the entire planet. So, I mean, of course, inspiration at that point was fleeting a little bit, since last year I focused a little more on quantity over quality.
80 paintings inside of a year. That's astounding.
It's definitely a milestone for me, and I don't think I'll get necessarily back there anytime soon. But, you know, maybe one day I can break that.
See, something that I found is that inspiration is fleeting. Discipline is key. It's
Yeah.
one of those things to be disciplined to be able to do something like that. It's an arduous task. It takes quite a lot of effort, not only physically. I'm sure your hands were hurting a little bit, you know.
Yeah, you know, I got some finger exercisers.
Just got some good grip
Oh,
strength for sure.
absolutely.
But to have that discipline to be able to continue to do that, that's amazing. But tell us a little bit more about what you're working on now. What have you been? You said you had been working on an Egyptian series. Are you still working on that, or are you moving forward?
So yeah, I do have my Egyptian series. Let's see, I have probably about 7 to 9 of the gods and deities painted of the Egyptian mythology. There's so many more. I focus more on the animal ones, of course, because that's where I jumped into, is doing animals.
I really love all of those animal paintings.
I enjoyed. Everyone likes animals, right?
Of course. They're the best people.
Yeah, like everyone has a favorite animal, so
What's your favorite animal?
I like elephants for their intelligence. They seem very wise. I like tigers, especially as a kid. I kind of had a thing for tigers. I had like, I don't know, 2 or 3 tiger posters in my room.
Right.
You know, picked up from the Boise Zoo when I would go on field trips or with my parents. Tigers are pretty cool. I like the big cats in general.
Big cats are amazing, so strong, so fierce.
Yeah, you know, they're apex predators. They do what they need to survive. I am a cat person, though.
Fair. You do have a cat? I believe his name is Derp.
Yeah, my little Derpy Derp. She's a little special sweetheart.
She's such a sweetheart.
She
Such
is
a cute
a sweetheart. She is.
Love her so much.
She is. She is a sweetheart. Couldn't imagine my life without her. But yeah, I mean, it's so hard to. Back when I was younger, someone asked me the same type of question. What's your favorite color? Or what's your favorite animal? Or what's your favorite almost anything at this point? And back then I could pinpoint it to like one thing. Blue's my favorite color or whatever. Now, being 32, there's so many things and they're all so different. I mean, having just one favorite just isn't.
It's so difficult.
Yeah,
There's so
it's
many
not-
choices, especially when you have like knowledge of different animals, why they are the way they are, their habits, their reasonings, their existence, what they do. There's so many choices. But I do actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, if you could have a pet dragon, what color would it be?
Ooh. Now, is the color. I'm going to bust out a little bit of my nerdy side.
Talk nerdy to me.
Would the color correlate to any sort of ability? Like
Of
a red
course.
dragon be a fire dragon, ice, blue.
You can break it down to a technical point.
Ooh. Well, if I had to go with that, I'd have to say purple for the
Ooh.
ether.
Purple.
Yeah,
Purple
ether
dragons are
breath.
dope. They're actually deep underground dragons that live close to the center of the earth, and whether they're black or purple, I mean, there's not a lot of light.
Sure.
But when they die, right, they release a giant cloud of purple of miasma, and a large amount of like mushrooms and fungal growth will spawn, and nothing else can exist within that area. Some random fact about purple dragons. Got some D&D knowledge up in here.
I love it, dude.
Like I said,
I
talk
love
nerdy
it.
to me. Talk nerdy to
Yeah,
me all
dude.
day long.
Come on, break through the other side. I
Now,
love it.
See, some beautiful thing here as an example, we've got some of Trav's prints here that I'll be taking some photos of,
We do.
so keep an eye on the links in the comments down below, so we'll be able to actually showcase you some of his arts. He does have all of his prints for sale as well, so if you want to pick one up, well, I definitely do. I actually got one. Hold on just a moment, guys. I'm going to go grab it. It's so amazing. I don't know if you heard that part.
I had a spare. Waffle's a good dude, so.
See, this is an absolutely beautiful piece here, part of the Egyptian series. Trav, tell me a little bit about this one.
I love the Egyptian mythology. It's probably my favorite. Everything about it, and I can tell you there's nothing really that caused me to feel such compassion for it other than the, I believe, 1998 movie, The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
That is a good movie. Those
And-
scarabs freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, and of course the sequel, and we'll forget about the third installation to those movies, but the first two are fine.
It turned out well, and this painting honestly turned out absolutely astoundingly. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much for the gift, my friend.
Absolutely. So happy you got it.
I'm really excited. It's
If
going
you-
on my wall for sure.
If you
For
need a
sure.
frame, my go-to for frames right now is Quality Art. Big old discounts, you know, nice regal frames,
Yeah.
lots of gold. So for that location anyways, they have the perfect frame for the Egyptian series because they have all the golds and yellows and lots of blacks. So it really complements well.
Perfect.
Shout out
Oh.
to Quality Art.
I will definitely pick myself up a nice frame for that for sure. As far as other things go, these beautiful prints that are here, if someone were to want to purchase these, how much would they cost?
So I have a couple different prices. This 24 by 24 inch gallery wrap G clay print with a satin finish, black border. I mean, I'm gonna take
That
it
means
off
it's
to
a
kind of
really,
show
really
you.
nice painting.
It's a high quality reproduction done by Evermore Prints.
Wonderful company.
I
all
will
your printing needs in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, absolutely. I sell these sizes for $200, and then I'll sell the 24 by 32, I believe, for 250.
Wow, that is definitely a worthwhile investment for some quality art to be able to hang on your wall.
Hopefully I'm not scratching it. No, I shouldn't be. These have a super high quality resin coating. They will outlast the originals by hundreds of years. Scratch proof, stain proof, water resistant. I mean, it looks like it's a type of cedar on the back.
You mean to tell me that I can take this painting to a festival and put it in my camp and it'll be fine?
It'd be fine if maybe there wasn't a whole bunch of festival people running around because you have no idea what's gonna happen.
Touche, touche, sir, touche.
Touche.
Sometimes it gets a little wild. Sometimes it gets a little wild, but it's all in good fun. So,
Yeah,
you know.
most of us have been to festivals, so we know how it be.
Bring back the festivals, please.
I know,
Bring them back.
gosh, please, for the love of God.
Hashtag festival life.
Yeah, I miss it.
It'll be
a
grand.
lot.
It'll be grand. Well, thank you so much for coming on today, Trav. This has been a wonderful experience. I am so happy to have you here. Thank you for showcasing some of your art. Guys, look forward to the comments and posts below for all of the pictures that we have here today. And we'll be seeing Trav again soon, I am sure. Until next time, Golden Heart Pirate Crew, Captain Waffle, out.
Trav Esty, out.